What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer, only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel. Excuse me, that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is this beautiful Beacop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely incredible as a collector's rare. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, excuse me, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 85% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys haven't even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below, answering the question of the day, which is this: What archetype would you guys like to see get new support in a future core set? Let me know down in the comments below. I know I've probably asked that question a few times already, but but of course too, I am always curious of what you guys have to say, because I always read those comments. But for today's video, we actually have something very interesting, because we have some, get this, some brand new, get this, you ready? Some new 6 Samurai support. Now it's actually been quite some time since we last had, excuse me, since we last had any new support for 6 Sams, And funny enough, I think the last time we got new support for 6 Samurais, I think was what Shadows in Valhalla, I think it was. It was either that or Fist of the Gadgets. It was one or the other. I think it was Shadows in Valhalla, because I remember, I think I talked about that. Talked about the cards in that set. And I do believe it's been actually that long, actually. So it's pretty crazy. Excuse me. But there are only 5 cards to talk about for today's video, and honestly, I am not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Kicking things off, we have Anarchist Monk of the 6 Samurai, which is a 3-star Dark Warrior tuner with 500 attack, 0 defense, And the first effect is actually the first effect, which is a special summon effect, is a once per turn. But the other two effects are also once per turn. And the first one reads, if you control a 6 samurai monster other than this card, you can special summon this card from your hand. Second effect reads, if this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can add one 6 samurai quick play spell from your deck to your hand. Third effect reads, a 6 samurai monster synchro summoned using this card as material gains this effect. The levels of all monsters your opponent controls are reduced by 1. So funny enough, this is a really great way to to stop your opponent from going into cards such as Time Thief Redoer, cards like Gallant Granite, to, you know, if you're going up against the rock based decks. Perfect to stop the summon of Boardload Savage Dragon, the Bestial 10-star Synchro. This card can basically just stop your opponent from summoning pretty much almost just about everything at this point. So it's really cool. And not only that, this card can also help make Shien actually a lot simpler. So if you have this card plus, I think oh my god, what's the other level 2? What's the level 2 non-tuner? Hatsune Miku, I think, is the one I'm referring to. Yeah, I think so. Basically, you can use both. You use both those to summon Shien, and Shien is just a house all on its own. So it's pretty cool that that you can pull that off, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have Instructor of the 6 Samurai. Which is a 2-star Earth Warrior tuner with 200 attack, 1200 defense, and of course, all 3 of the effects are once per turn. And the first one is basically the same. If you control a 6 samurai other than this card, special summon this card from your hand. Second effect reads, if this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can add one 6-strike card from your deck to your hand. Third effect reads, a 6 samurai monster synchro summon using this card as material gains this effect. Monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack. I mean, to be fair, it's a great way to stop again, just like with Anarchist, this card can also just help essentially just stop your opponent from doing anything. It literally acts as like a Forbidden Chalice, I think it is. It's either that or Forbidden Lance. It's one or the other. It basically has that effect, but minus the negation, if you will. But still, that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Legendary Keisha. Keisha, 6 Samurai Shien. So it's basically the original Shien on steroids. And it's a 6-star Dark Warrior Synchro with 2500 attack, 1900 defense, and it requires a Warrior Tuner and one or more non-tuner 6 Samurai monsters. And it actually has 3 separate effects. The first one is a once per turn, which reads, excuse me, which reads, if this card is synchro summoned, you can add one 6 samurai monster or Shien effect monster from your deck or grave to your hand. Basically with that effect, you have yourself a monster sort of like a Rhoda / monster reincarnation, if you will, which is pretty cool. Second effect reads, once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that monster. Solemn Judgment. It's basically Solemn Judgment. Enough said. Enough said. You have negation with this deck. Third effect reads, if this card on the field would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can destroy one monster you control instead. Basically, as long as you have monsters on board, you can basically protect it from being destroyed in battle or by card effect, which is pretty cool. And again, as I mentioned, you also have the Solemn Judgment built in as well, which is absolutely crazy. But next up, we have legendary Cliche? Yeah, or it's Keisha or Cliche. It's one or the other. Six Samurai Inishi. Which is a 6-star Light Warrior Synchro with 1700 attack, 1200 defense. Excuse me. Excuse me. And it requires a tuner and one or more non-tuners. And the first and third effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads, if this card is synchro summoned, you can banish any number of 6 samurai monsters from your grave. Target that, and then target that many monsters your board controls, return them to the hand. Basically, you have yourself a multi-compulse, which is pretty insane. Second effect reads, warrior monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense during the battle phase only. Nice way to try and push for game, which is pretty cool. Third effect reads, if this card is sent to the grave, you can special summon one of your banished 6 samurai monsters. Honestly, that's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad at all. Because if this card ends up getting sent to the graveyard, whether it's like by way of like a special summon, you know, perhaps like the synchro summon of a level 8 or something like that, and this card gets sent to the graveyard. Not only could you summon out one of your banished 6-sam monsters, but you can also activate Reborn if you have it in hand. Summon back this card, and you have yet another chance to summon out even more monsters from your banished pile, which is absolutely insane. Now for the last card in today's video, it is known as 6 Strike Double Assault, which obviously is a quick play spell, and both defensive effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads, let me rephrase. Both of its effects are a hard once per turn, and the first effect reads, apply one of these effects, or if you control 2 or more 6 samurai monsters, apply both in sequence. Special summon one 6 samurai monster with 2000 or less attack from your hand or grave. Change one monster your board controls with 2000 or less attack to face down defense. So not only do you have yourself just with this effect alone, not only do you have yourself a cyber rev system, but you also have as well a Book of Moon, which is just mind-boggling as well. The second effect reads, during your main phase, you can banish the card from your grave, target one 6 samurai monster in your grave, add it to your hand. So again, cyber rev system, Book of Moon, monster reincarnation. 3 powerful cards in one single card. Enough said. Enough said. There's really not a whole lot to say about this about the new cards except holy shit. 6-ams, they may have some potential, but the problem is that because this is a GX archetype, 9 times out of 10 they're not going to be that broken. But this one, on the other hand, who knows? Excuse me, who knows? I mean, the possibilities are out there, but only time will tell. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell. Excuse me. And as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It'll also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.